Donald Trump and his legal team have filed a motion before Judge Tanya Chutkan in the D.C. election interference case involving January 6th, and they're asking for the whole thing to be thrown out. Why? Because they're saying Jack Smith was unconstitutionally appointed. Well, their whole basis, or most of their basis for this, is Judge Aileen Cannon saying Jack Smith was unconstitutionally appointed. And what Donald Trump and his team are also saying is that at the time Jack Smith, who was a private citizen, was appointed as special counsel to go over and do this investigation, um, that he was appointed by Merrick Garland, and Donald Trump was a candidate for president to replace Joe Biden, who is Merrick Garland's boss, thus creating like some sort of a conflict, I guess, and that it was only done because Donald Trump was a candidate for president. That's the only reason there was a special counsel. Well, now we'll see what happens with Judge Tanya Chutkan in this case. She's already said in other filings where they've brought this up that she was not persuaded by Judge Aileen Cannon, did not find it persuasive. And we'll see how she rules. I was wondering whether or not Donald Trump and his team were going to go this route with Judge Tanya Chutkan, because there could be a scenario here where Judge Cannon has said that Jack Smith was unconstitutionally appointed. Judge Chutkan would say that he is constitutionally appointed. Then that gets appealed now to, I think it's the First Circuit Court, and we already have the appealing of the other ruling at the 11th Circuit Court, the ruling from Judge Cannon. Eventually, this could end up getting to the Supreme Court. I think Donald Trump will try to appeal it all the way to the Supreme Court either way, as long as he continues to have funding to pay his attorneys. Now, we're hearing that he may not have as much funding as he would like us to believe. I know one of his PACs that he was siphoning money from to help pay his legal fees sounds like they are about $3 million in debt, is one of the numbers I'm hearing. So we'll see what happens here. I expect Judge Tanya Chutkan to probably ignore this or rule against it rather quickly. But it's desperation. Donald Trump wants these cases to go away. I did a video earlier talking about how he said if he gets reelected, he would fire Jack Smith immediately and make the cases go away. So I don't think this is going to work with Judge Tanya Chutkan because there's no basis in law. Outside of Judge Cannon, judges have ruled for decades that special counsels are appropriate, they are constitutional, and nothing about their procedure was at issue. But Donald Trump wants you to believe there is one. He's trying to manufacture something here and make it a thing when there's not really anything there. So we'll see how Judge Tanya Chutkan rules on this. But like I said, I'm expecting her to rule against Donald Trump in this case, ultimately probably having this appealed as well. But I think ultimately both appeals courts are going to say that Jack Smith was constitutionally appointed, and these cases will proceed after Donald Trump loses the election here in less than 2 weeks.